Hello, hello, welcome. How's it going, everybody? What is happening? And so today I'm taking a look at something that keeps showing up. The circle of fifths, really. What I want to say about is there's an outside circle of major keys, right? So we went through these notes, right? We went through the notes C, G, D, A, E, B, and so forth. There were 7 natural notes and 5 altered notes, like flat and sharp altered. Okay, and we went through all that, and we mapped out the fretboard, and now I want to show that there's also an inner circle of notes for minor keys. Okay, and it's really actually very simple. The relationship between the major and minor is that the notes are exactly the same, they're just in a different order. So what we did was, here's our 12 notes, we did that, right? These are the natural notes. And again, just to emphasize that there are 7 primary notes that we're calling natural notes, and there are 5 other notes that are sharps or flats, and they make up 12 notes, and those 12 notes make up 12 keys. And we are primarily focusing on the key of C. There are no sharps or flats in the key of C, but we know how to use sharps and flats. We went over that, and now we're going to learn how to get from this circle, the major chords to the minor chords, okay, or the major scales to the minor scales. Okay, so again, we went through this. The point is, what we want to do is we want to figure out how do you get to that inner circle, okay? How do you get from the major circle to the minor circle? Okay, so we're going to take the key of C. We're going to go to the 6th note, which is A, right? It's in green. And we notice, again, it's minor. And what this note is, what this scale is the Aeolian mode. The A basically gets you into the minor realm. Okay, so from here, what we do is we build this scale formula. We build A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Take the Aeolian mode, and we're going to figure out the distances between these notes from these roots. Okay, so these are the keys, and this like G, like E is the natural minor of G, B is the natural minor of D, and so forth and so on. And so once you have the major keys, you can find the natural minors, okay? And again, it's all spelled out here. And so when you see this thing, you'll have a better idea of what it is. Okay, so again, we're going back here. We have all the modes mapped out. This is the one we're interested in, Aeolian. Okay, that one is going to get you to the natural minor keys. Here's A, Aeolian, right? Aeolian. And here are the three minor scales that we're primarily focusing on. And they're all kind of similar. The natural minor is just an inversion of the major scale. You can see it, here it is. It's whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. It's just an inversion of the major scale, okay? So this is the natural minor scale. If you plug in all the notes, all the major notes to this scale, you're going to get the relative minor or natural minor. Okay, so what that sounds like is, here's C, right? And let's say you're in C. Here's A minor. Here's A minor Aeolian. And if you're going to play the chords, what you want to do is you want to come down here, and you can see it. It's all mapped out. Here's the formula, and here's the progression. You have minor, diminished, major, minor, minor, major, major. Okay, that's the natural minor chord progression. So you have A minor, we could get it here, A minor. Right? And then you go to B diminished. Right? And then you go to C major. And this is just an inversion of the C major progression. Then you go D minor, E minor, right? Then that goes to F, F major, G major, and then back to A. Now, one of the things to notice is the G to the A minor. It doesn't necessarily resolve nicely, but there's some kind of resolution. Okay, so that's primarily the natural minor scale and chord progression. Okay, so now we move to the harmonic minor, which is just below here. You still have the minor, the A minor, and you still have the B diminished. Right? And then when it gets to C, it gets that, which is like, oh, darling, you know, like. You know, it does that thing. And you can move that. That's called an augmented chord. Okay, here's the formula for the augmented. Like we saw the diminished, we saw the major, like major is 1 3 5, right? Minor is 1 3 flat 5, and diminished is 1 flat 3 flat 5. Okay, so we saw those three things, and now we're seeing augmented, which is 1 3 sharp 5. So this progression is it's A minor, B diminished. There's that C augmented, and that's actually D minor. So you go, then you go E major, and then F major. Actually, yeah, F major, and then it goes to G sharp diminished. So it goes E minor. I'm sorry, E major, F major. See the build up, the tension, and then it resolves at A minor. And actually the scale is this. Because there's that. This is the raised seventh. This is a G sharp, and here's the A. So so you can mess with that. I don't know what I'm doing. So So yeah, so that's that progression, and that's the harmonic minor scale. Okay, so that's what's going on in the minor realm. Okay, in the inner circle of minor scales and chords. All right, and then last but not least, you get to the melodic minor, and the melodic minor does something interesting. It also has, you can see the F sharp here. The F sharp is raised, and the G sharp is raised. So it retained that. It kept the augmented third is here, and instead of diminished in the second, see how it was diminished here, in the second, it is now a minor, and that sounds like this. So you have A minor, or put it here, then B minor, right? Then here's your C augmented. Right, and that goes to your major 4. There's your 5, major 5. And then F sharp diminished. And then G sharp diminished. And then back to A minor. To resolve it, and so that's another thing that's going on in the minor area, inner circle, and this one has a melodic progression that's it's A B C D E F sharp G sharp A. Scale basically going up, it's like, here it is, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, and then it goes B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, G sharp, I'm sorry, yep, G sharp, I'm sorry, G sharp, here it is. Whatever. So that's the melodic minor scale, and going up it does. And going down, it's different. It goes up like this. Here we go. And then going down, it's the same as the natural minor goes. Okay? So that's the story of the 3 minor scales that are on the inner circle of the circle of fifths. Okay, so this is just a repeat of everything. This is the descending melodic minor. So if you need to reference that, you can see that. This is another representation. You can see the circle of fifths on the outside and the circle of minor chords on the inside. So that's what's going on with the minor stuff. Here's some of the just some of the keys that are outlined. Some emphasis on the flats and the sharps. Again, the 7 natural notes are in here. Here's the major formula. Here's the minor formula, diminished. Here's augmented. We talked about that. Here's the diminished 7 and the half diminished 7. So I hope that's helpful in some way. And if you have any questions, let me know. All right, have a good night. Adios, amigos.